With Phyrexia, all will be won right around the corner. I believe that token decks are going to be an absolute problem in the meta, and I'm hoping so because tokens are one of my favorite things to play, and they're getting a lot better because of one particular card that's being released, and that card is Mondrak. If you guys don't know, this is a creature that says anytime you generate a token on your side of the field, you're going to create twice that number of tokens. Not one additional, you're going to create double the amount of tokens, which is insane. It also has a secondary ability tied to it where you can sacrifice 2 creatures or artifacts, and you can give an indestructible counter onto this creature as well to help protect it. So Mondrak is pretty busted, and we landed in the colors of Naya because I really wanted to play this with Nissa. Nissa creates some of the biggest and nastiest tokens in the game because of its plus ability. This could come in with potentially 7 loyalty and start creating threats that are the size of Nissa's loyalty, which is really nuts, especially if we're creating 2 at a time because of Mondrak. And then we have this really fun early game I wanted to talk about that we kind of found. There's this Skrell's Hive and there's this Gleeful Demolition. These 2 cards together are really cool because the Hive is going to create these little 1/1 construct creature tokens that are also artifacts every single turn. And then you've also got this Gleeful Demolition, which acts as a 1-mana artifact removal on the opponent's side of the field, which is good enough, but really what we're focusing on is we can hit our own artifact, which would be one of these Hives creatures, and we can then create 3 1/1 goblins. Now this would obviously be more like 6 goblins if we've got Mondrak on the field, which is really nuts. A really fun combination, but this deck was a blast, man. I can't say much more about that other than it was an absolute blast to play. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. There will be a full deck breakdown at the end of the video if you want to stick around for that. We'll be doing that at the end of every video. Also, there's a link in the descriptions below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out an absolute ton. With that being said, though, I hope to see you guys at the end of the video. Until then, enjoy. Peace. All right, let's kick things off with some Naya tokens today, man. Welcome to the video, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. Today is going to be all about Naya tokens and trying to get some stuff going with that. This was the first deck I've actually put together for the pre-release event. Sorry, losing my voice a little bit here today, guys. This is my 5th video we're recording today. Throat's getting really sore. I can't imagine how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, but it's worth it. We're getting all this good content out for the whole week. That way we don't have to worry too much about it going forward. I'm gonna go wedding announcement over Fable here. I think it just works a little bit better with Mondrak to kick things off. Mondrak, such a phenomenal card. Really, the build around here is Mondrak, and should be a ton of fun. Okay, no blocks. Get this in right away. No attacks, and we create 2 more tokens, making a very good Jetmir possibility next turn with all these extra bodies, and they all have vigilance, which is great. That's a card, isn't it? Yeah, that's gonna have to go over the top. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I think it's still Jetmir here. Still think it's Jetmir. I don't love it, but it's still definitely Jetmir. Now we get some big bodies here. Excuse me. All right, the opponent definitely trying to do some obliterator stuff here, I would imagine. But we're off to such a phenomenal start here. I'm not too concerned. That is tough, though. You hate to see that. You hate to see that, but you know what? It's not that big a deal. Taking 6 over the top, hate that, but I have a kill spell ready for it to go. I just really need to land drop. I hate playing this out like this, but like I would much rather get this down and us, but sometimes beggars can't be choosers, right? Guess we just gotta deal damage to this and then send them on through. Send them on through. Get that damage through. I'm a little greedy when it comes to Magic, man. I really like to try to get those big bang for your buck type plays. But that's enough to kill him anyway, so that works out. They decided they wanted to double block Jetmir, but didn't do the math on the damage, so that works out for us. GG. All right, phenomenal start right there. We were able to win that game extremely quick. Jetmir just has that sort of that that sort of power though, man. It really pops off so hard. It's so hard to stop. Opening hand's good enough. I don't love it, but it's good enough. I really want to get our turn 2 enchantment down at some point, man. All right, so they're doing some toxic stuff, trying to create toxic creatures with this as well. I would imagine this is like a mono white version. Yeah, it's looking like a mono white version here. But I did actually find my hive. Love that. Love that. All right, now we can kind of keep pace with theirs as well. Now we're not trying to do the toxic thing, so that doesn't really matter too much to us. We're just trying to get bodies on the field here. Definitely gonna go wedding announcements. Get some blockers here. Jetmir comes down next, really pumps up the squad, and we can start sending things through for some massive attacks here. I would imagine though we're not going to attack next turn. We might want to wait one more turn after that, but then we'll have rabble rousing coming down, so things will get really serious. Definitely gonna block like so. Gotta get these things taken care of as soon as possible, man. Cabaret charm, nice. But we are gonna go Jetmir here, and we're gonna pass the turn, creating another 1/1 as well. We are at 4 poison counters, something that we definitely have to keep in mind. Jetmir looking like it's probably gonna get removed here by some sort of exiling effect. Maybe. No, it's just creating 2 more mites. Yikes. Okay, that's that is enough to kill us, isn't it? No, not quite. Now it is. Yep, now it is. I mean, what can you do, guys? That was a pretty good turn. I mean, phenomenal game for the opponent here, getting these mites down as fast as they did. Toxic is the real deal, man. Toxic is the real deal. All right. So I didn't know mono white's toxic was even a thing, much less the best deck. Brutal. Brutal. I go first, and the opening hand is not good enough, unfortunately. This hand is much better. We toss that for now. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. All right, wedding announcement to kick things off here into a rabble rousing. It seems fine. I just wish I would have gotten that a little sooner. The opponent on some banned colors at the moment, so gotta be aware of counter magic potential. I hope not, but you never know. All right, we attack into the opponent with the 1/1, and then we'll probably just spit out 2 more 1/1s with the charm here on their turn, and hope for a land so we can get the rabble rousing down and really smash them early and fast here. Not too sure what the opponent's up to yet, though. They haven't played anything yet, which is very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of people beat me by turn 4 these days, so it's interesting to see nothing come down from the opponent. I'm gonna actually try to resolve this, because I'd rather this not resolve than the rabble rousing not resolve. I have a feeling counter magic's coming. Okay, or not. Or not. Very, very strange that the opponent hasn't played anything and they haven't countered any of our plays. Okay. They make a frog 1/1. I guess that's something. What's happening right now? Oh no, what is happening?
Our strength multiplies.
I would imagine this is going to be a good game, right? I hate winning like this, I guess. It just doesn't feel right. I feel kind of dirty. But it looks like we're going to get the W, I would imagine. The opponent's going to absorb all of this. Yeah, that's kind of their way of conceding. We can't really concede in the, the early access events. Okay, what's going on here? What sort of shenanigans were they even trying to do here? I'm just curious. Very curious. But we get 24 tokens. Send them all through. Unbelievable. I have no idea what they were doing. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right, so we get blown out in like 2 seconds, and then we get an opponent that unfortunately couldn't get anything going, it looks like, or they were trolling. I have no idea, but hopefully we can get a decent game here where, you know, it takes a couple of turns and we have a little bit of fun. Up against Power Dragon again. Let's go. We played Power Dragon earlier. I don't know if it was in this video or not. Get our turn 2 down here. This says it gets 3/2 as long as there are 4 more creature cards in the graveyard. All right. Interesting. So we might be doing some reanimation stuff, I guess. Oh, I see. I see. Bound to Ruin, Luca. All right, we're gonna get down the Fable here, dropping 1 land and a Jetmir maybe next turn, just to kind of refine my hand a little bit. Nissa can come down next turn too, which could get some seriously good-sized bodies out there for us to get advantage of. But I think I'd rather go with the Jetmir, if I'm being honest, just because it gives the vigilance. And you know that they're going to attack through with the creatures, I would imagine, right? They're going to ramp pretty heavy here. Oh, no. No ramp, just another 3/3. Shouldn't say just another 3/3. It's a pretty hefty creature, man. No attacks, though. Wow, I can't block with the 1/1. I'm surprised. There wasn't a push there. All right, some more land. Jetmir. And then these all attack, I would say probably. No reason to attack there, right? All right, let's get a treasure. Nissa coming down next turn for full value, it looks like. Full face value, which could actually end up winning me the game because creatures I control... Actually, you know what? That's -7's not very good here, right? Because we don't actually have too many forests, just the 1. So we'd only get the 1/1 with trample. So that wouldn't work out so well. That's more for like a mono green deck. We just want the tokens here. Big Score drops another taxidermist in the yard. Not much there. All right, Luca +1 gets to 2 mana. That's dang, that card is loud. Kind of scares me every time it talks. All right, we got 2, 4, 6, 8 mana. Definitely a Titan of Industry range here. Yep, there it is. Blowing up the mites. I would imagine, right? You're gonna blow up the hive. I feel like you kind of have to, right? Could be the Fable though. Could blow up the Fable. I don't think so though. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. Another Wandering Emperor is not terrible. Wandering Emperor is a solid answer to everything, so I'll take it. But let's go with full amount. Wait, can I not? What do we got here? 5, 6? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we had the full amount there. Oh, I think because I was gonna get another treasure. I think I was counting that in my total. All right, a 7/6 body. We send nothing through, no attacks. We get a 7/6 body though, which can block the Titan of Industry very clean. So we're feeling good about that. And then this next turn, Wandering Emperor can make some waves. Couple of Phyrexianized planeswalkers on the field, and they get another one. Yikes. They just raised me they just raised me a token for a token here, huh? Theirs was a little better though. Come on, Mondrak, I need you. I need you, Mondrak. Really bad. Very interesting attack there. Okay, no attack. Thinking about the attack here, it does make a bit of sense here, honestly, to make this attack, so I don't blame them for sending it, because it still gets 1 loyalty down off of the Nissa, which you know, really kind of shakes me up a little bit. All right, we still create another body. We pass the turn because we have Wandering Emperor, and we also can make a copy of the 7/6 body for some more shenanigans. Big score, drops the land, draws 2 cards, gets 2 treasures. They're still gonna get mana, and then we gotta keep in mind too, let's see how many, no forests in their total as well, so that's good. Hopefully they send the 8/8 through. That'd be phenomenal. Nice little exile from the Wandering Emperor would do the trick.
I never fought alone.
It'd actually be a lot more beneficial though if they didn't attack and I could just create some 2/2s, because if I could create some 2/2s, we can make some serious Jetmir pumps out of this whole squad. So get the double strike sooner. Putting a stop here because I want to make sure I make a copy of the 7/6. No problems, no problems. I can imagine this is a pretty tough decision to have to make here. It's a lot of math. You gotta take into account, like, am I gonna actually kill Nissa or not? All right, there we go. Very solid turn right there. Create a 2/2 out of the deal.
When guided, let your blade do the talking.
All right. We get the good game, but I don't know if it's quite good game just yet. How much do I need here? I need to also 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we get the double strike now.
Guards, to me.
All right. Yep. This should just about do it. Send everything through with double strike and trample and vigilance. This should close out the game. Yep. No blocks. Yeah. Good game, my friend. Good game. Wow. That was a fun one though. I got to see some Luca action and we had double Nissas on board. That was really fun. That was a really fun game. Yeah, that was definitely one of our better games tonight. That's for sure. That was fun. Opening hand, I go second. Well, I mean, we have some ramp into Nissa. That could help a little bit, but can we survive that long? Who knows? Been seeing a lot of aggro nonsense. I should probably cut the Murex because we haven't even actually used the ability to create more tokens since we've had it. Tap an untapped artifact or creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap an artifact or creature. Got it. Okay. So they can add additional mana here. So they're trying to ramp. All right. Well, we're going to have to eat a bit of damage here from the Sunslayer. And it can actually kill my Fabled Mirror Breaker, which honestly, not that big a deal. I don't love it, but it's not that big a deal. I can Wandering Emperor at the following turn. Evolve Sleeper. Are we trying to pump that up right now? Pre-combat? No. You're going to try to trick me post-combat after I declare a blocker? I don't think so. Nice try, buddy. All right, they're going to draw a card or they're going to destroy my enchantment? Yep. Figured. I figured. I got your answer though right here, so try that again, bub. All right, Tenacious Underdog. You hate to see it. It's a good blocker for my 2/2 and Infernal Grasp. All right, just completely shutting me down here. Yeah, really hate to see it. All right, Wandering Emperor though, good answer for the Sunslayer, good answer for the Underdog, but not a good answer for both at the same time. All right, here we go. Can we make something special happen here? Who knows? Definitely taking out the Sunslayer though.
Call me God.
No doubts about it. Can't let them draw any more cards. They're clearly stuck on some mana here, so taking out the Sunslayer is a good call. Not to mention we get some life gain, super helpful.
Hurting my people.
Looks like creating a 2/2 is going to be what we got to do here this turn. Shigeki comes down, looking to get some mana, and evolved a sleeper. Yikes, that is a pretty quick recovery on board there. Underdog though, again, like I said, we can kind of take that out with the Emperor if we need to down the road. But right now, you know what? Yeah, that's going to be the play. That's going to be the play. I want to get Nissa down this turn, but I think if we wait one more turn and just really take our time with it, we could end up getting something pretty good here. All right, they're pumping up the sleeper. I'm about to be the sleeper, man. I am tired. Dude, I don't even know how I'm gonna get through tomorrow at work. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is the most recording in one night I've ever done, and it's an ungodly hour at the moment. I gotta be up in like 4 hours. All right, they hit their land. They did. They did. They replay the Shigeki? No. They didn't have what it takes to replay the Shigeki. Oh, they leave it back, huh? Okay. Here's what we're going to actually do. We're going to go here. We're going to have them pump it up, thinking that they're crafty, right? Oh, you think you're crafty, huh? Well, we're craftier. And then once we plus this up and kill this, then we exile this the next turn and we still have a Wandering Emperor. We take 3. So there's some damage being applied here, which we didn't love, but you know what? Still pretty fun. Pretty fun idea. Pretty fun idea. Nice, more mana. We love that. We also love this. Get at me, bro. Get at me, bro.
I will protect you, Phyrexia, until the invasion begins. Phyrexia must.
All right, we got a 6/6 now on the field. Let's go. And then, I mean, our hand looks pretty good too. I'm not upset about it at all. I'd like to see, obviously, bigger things like rabble rousing. Maybe, shoot, Mondrak. Yeah, Mondrak. That's the name. I was trying to think of the name. Something big like that. But beggars can't be choosers, so we'll take what we can get. But ooh, you're matching my Nissa with another Nissa, but yours can actually pop off with the alt. That's not good. That's not good. Hey, we have a Mondrak. What do you know? What do you know? Look at that. We got ourselves a little Mondrak action.
We've got the edge in this.
No attacks, right? I mean, maybe we do attack. Yeah, we're gonna lose a 6/6 out of the deal, but you know what? Nissa goes down in loyalty, which is the most important thing here. So as long as we're creating double tokens at the same time, I mean, it's definitely worth the attack, I think. All right, slowing down their Nissa. We have a good trade for their 8/8. Our Nissa now is the one that's ahead. Whoever has the Nissa that's, you know, more loyalty is gonna get the most out of it, obviously, with the tokens, and whoever gets the bigger tokens makes the better attacks. All right, they get a 6/6, no problem. You don't have a Mondrak, my friend, so we're in pretty good shape over here on this side. Looking to reanimate some stuff? Probably with Shigeki, right? Yeah, Shigeki going in. Oh, no. That wasn't a Shigeki. They played a Sunslayer. All right. All right. I'll take it. All right, the problem with the Sunslayer though is the fact that it can block is, you know, my things as big as 8/8 and, you know, just absolutely truck them over, which is kind of crazy. So we got to figure that out, how we're going to get around that nonsense. All this death touch stuff is just nonsense, but do they attack with a 3/3 here? I would definitely block it with my 3/3. You don't have first strike on the sleeper. Not quite that. Well, it could go to a 4/4 though, because these creatures do tap for mana, but actually, can it? One black source and then 2/3. Yeah, they could. Add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, they definitely could. But instead they play Shigeki. Interesting choice. Interesting choice, my friend. Very strange. They must not have seen that 8/8 there. I guess they wanted to make the trade. I guess they think that's valuable, but I get 2 a pop, so
Welcome, my companion.
actually, shoot.
I am almost sad to see you go.
All right, we killed that. And we drop a Fable, which gives me 2 goblins. And we send through a 7-powered creature to your Nissa, which I'm sure your Shigeki's gonna chump. Oh, they double block. Okay. For sure. For sure. All right, now we're getting double the treasures every time too. This is gonna be wild. Shigeki though goes back to their hand, which means they can go back and pull out some stuff out of their graveyard. Vraska just hit the graveyard. That's a pretty solid pull there. I like our hand here though, because this creates, you know, the 6/1/1s off of one of the treasures. This is gonna be a pretty solid turn. It's a pretty good idea to pull that off the top there, because now they can kill one of my things. But are they able to do it though without it? Oh, they can. They can. They still scoop it up. Really wish they would have let me gone through with that next turn. That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool to get another body, 2 treasures, create even more bodies. Yeah, that would have been a really cool turn, but the opponent scoops it up. GG. All right, this may be my last game of this video. Wish me luck. Could use a dub. Could use a dub here. We've had some really good games with this deck though. It's really doing, I mean, as far as most of my decks this week, this one is really doing its thing that it's supposed to be doing, which is really great. Like, there's combos in my other decks that we didn't quite hit to the extent I would have liked. This one's doing its thing. Bankbuster, another mono white deck. Wow, these things are everywhere right now. Mono white, just everywhere. This one though, off to a bit of a slow start, so I can appreciate that. But I've got to imagine this is probably an Elishnorn deck of some sort, so expect for exiling effects. Expect my token to be gone this turn. Vehicles, okay, so they're a vehicle tribal deck probably. All right, we attack into the opponent here, and we look to probably just cast out a Cabaretti Charm, because we're going to try to get a big rabble rousing here. I think that's the move. Next turn is a big rabble rousing move. The opponent not sure what we're doing just yet. They're highlighting all my lands like, what in the world? Who plays Naya? This guy. This guy plays Naya. Elishnorn. Which means I don't get my hideaway. I don't get my hideaway on the rabble rousing, which is a bummer. We knew that card was coming though. We knew it was coming. We attack in here and probably just play out the Nissa, right? Yeah, probably. I guess there would be no reason not to attack with everything there. Okay, they let it slide. Wow, that's interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6. Auto pay. Again, they're doubling down on all their triggers here, so there's a really, really good chance that Elish Norn's just going to play out an exiling effect and take 2 of my tokens off the field like easily. So let's not be too upset about that. I don't think we're going to win this one. We missed a land drop. We didn't find our absolute busted card, which is our doubling spell. They did. So they double their stuff. We don't double ours. And that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Let's hope for the best, though. I mean, if there's no exiling effects, we're golden. But I would imagine there's some, you know, borrowed time sort of effects. You know what I mean? Okay, the mech deals damage 2 times vehicle, so it deals 4. Okay, so yeah, Nissa gone. Nissa gone. All right, rabble rousing seems like a really good idea. It enters the battlefield to create. Okay, so that's not going to work. I don't know what to do here, guys. I think it might be this and then Cabaret Charm, instant speed. Instant speed Cabaret Charm and then try to take out the Elish Norn. That's actually not a bad idea. It may work, it may not work, who knows, but we're going to try. Oh, they crew with the Elish Norn. Interesting. And they block like so. All right, not the desired outcome we had hoped for. Not at all. But still worth it, I think. Still worth it. Takes out a pretty good sizable creature here. We're still left with the treasure, which is nice, but Elish Norn's still kicking. And with that on the field, we are in a lot of trouble, man. A lot of trouble. I just don't love that we can't get our hideaway here. The hideaway is really clutch for us, man. Guess we just got to concede the fact that we're not getting it and just be over it and just send it down, man. It's still a great card. All right, the opponent's probably going to sweep the board here, giving me a 1/1. No, they exile. Oh, I guess that's even better. I forget that that exiling effect is really good against tokens. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, let's do one of these. Get ourselves a couple of 1/1s here. There's really no point in attacking in, right? They just crew up here. I lose both of these. I get 2 more. Yada, yada. All right, cool, cool, cool. Rabble rousing, though, is on the field. I mean, that is a game changer in some ways. It really is. I mean, they have a sweeper, though, ready to go. So it's not like they can't just -4 here and be done with us. Yeah. Keep Elish Norn. We keep one of our 1/1s, and then the rest gets swept. We take 4. Yeah, the Eternal Wanderer is actually like one of the best cards they can have against us because its ability to sweep and then immediately just start plussing to get rid of all of our tokens as we get them is pretty frustrating. I like Jetmir here, actually. Yeah, it's probably the best card we could have asked for, but still not enough, I don't think. No attacks. Jetmir does die, though, to, you know, destroy evils and other effects. So we got to imagine that. Okay, they exile it, but I'm getting it back. So that's kind of odd. That's kind of odd. All right, we go to 3. Man, it really stinks because Skitterbeam Battalion legitimately can't even come into play here. I mean, it can, but it does nothing for us. That comes back when? When does this come back? Return a card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that player's next end step. All right. All right, all right. All right, you know what's super unfortunate is actually we're just dead here. I just realized we're just dead here because these actually deal 1 damage to us when we create a might. So we're toast. We are toast. Not that we could have survived anyways. These things can't block, and all they got to do is plus with the Eternal Wanderer. Yep, and I'm done. So we were dead either way, but we definitely didn't help ourselves by playing a second one of those. All right. Oh well, GG's. That was fun though. This deck was a blast, absolute blast. And had they not got their Elishnorn down, and had we gotten our doubling tokens down, it would have been a completely different game. Obviously, that could have gone either way. That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to talk about the deck a little bit now. Before I do so, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who made it this far in the video. It helps an absolute ton with the YouTube algorithm when you stick around. So thank you for that. Thanks for supporting the channel the way you do. And with that being said, let's take a look at the build, man. All right, so we are a Mondrak deck. This card, you know, caught my eye the moment I saw it. This thing doubles up on all of your tokens. It's basically a Kaya, which I love to play, but Kaya only gets to do that ability 1 turn, which we've really popped off with in the past. So I figured, hey, let's spend 1 additional mana and we get that every single turn. I think I'll go ahead and try my luck with that. And it works out pretty nicely because this card is insane. The ability to give itself indestructibility too is nice, but just doubling on every token is insane. So of course we had to make this into the best token deck we could. So I chose Naya because Naya offers some really great tools like Jetmir and the Cabaretti Charm. Cabaretti Charm helping us go wide, also acting as removal spells for us. But Jetmir is an absolute killer in the top end to just run over your opponent with Vigilance, Double Strike, Trample, all that good stuff. And then being a Naya deck also helps us a lot with the rabble rousing. So we've got some really, really deadly cards in here, man. Those little combinations right there is enough to really just kind of put fear in a lot of people because the rabble rousing goes so wide so quickly and hits you with the hideaway, which can get you a really big card, which the big cards could be things like Nissa or the Skitterbeam Battalion. But Nissa, dude, Nissa is clutch in this deck. Nissa has been getting us a lot of these massive horror tokens that go really, really big. Obviously, the -7 we learned pretty quickly that it's not very good for us. We only run 1 forest. But the +1 is all we really need with this thing because, again, these tokens being doubled up with the Mondrak is absolutely ridiculous. And then the Skitterbeam Battalion, man, again, you get a Mondrak down on 4, Skitterbeam on 5. It's getting us an additional 2 more Skitter Beams when they hit the field is really, really good. And then on the early game, this is where we kind of went wrong early on. I had joined the dance and we were trying to do some other stuff, but I think... Sorry, guys. I think the Hive is the way to go. The Hive creating us these little 1/1s every single turn, acting almost as an infinite wandering, an infinite wedding announcement effect where we get a 1/1 every single turn no matter what is so good. Dealing 1 damage to ourselves has gotten us in trouble a couple of times now, but it's been really good otherwise. But yeah, just create. I'm sorry, guys. This so much talking today. Hold on one moment. All right, my apologies. I had to clear my throat. All right, the Hive though, man, creating these mites. Every single turn they have toxic, which could be relevant, but early on the way things have been working for us, it hasn't been very relevant for the toxic counters. But what is relevant is that these things are artifacts, and that's key because we have this other card, Gleeful Demolition, which I really love. You can actually blow up 1 of your artifacts to create 1/1 goblins, 3 of them actually. And if you don't want to do that, you can actually use a demolition to destroy an artifact on your opponent's side of the field, which is also extremely good in some spots because of the you know, things like Skitterbeam Battalion are out there. And then of course, Fable the Mirror Breaker, Wedding Announcement, nothing to be said about those two. Those are the 2 best sort of cards you can run when you're running tokens. This also creating treasures is huge because we can double down on the treasure tokens as well. It's not just creature tokens, but treasure tokens as well. And then Wandering Emperor, man. It's kind of just a staple in most decks that you run white in. It's not only creating tokens for us, which plays really well, but also the exiling effect came in really clutch for some really problematic removal things that we needed to hit. And then we splashed in 2 of these Mirror X's to try to get some more tokens out of the deal, but turned out it didn't actually work too well for us. We never really got a chance to pull the trigger on that, but ultimately the deck, pretty darn solid. We got some really good wins with this thing. We got it dialed in, I think, to a really good spot, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. But that will conclude today's video, guys. I'm gonna start editing some of these videos. It's really late here for me, but I appreciate you sticking with me all this week. I hope you guys have been enjoying the new content this week, some new cards, I hope you guys had some fun. I definitely had a lot of fun. Even though I'm tired, I had a blast, man. Some new cards is always a good time. But that concludes today's video. Before I get out of here, huge shout out to the Marty Mob. If you guys don't know, the Marty Mob is the membership program on this channel. The join button down below explains everything on what that is. But these people help support me financially through their monthly memberships. So I got to give a huge shout out to them for supporting me and my channel. So thank you for everything you do for me. I do appreciate it. Shout out the Marty Mob, man. But that concludes today's video, and we'll be back again tomorrow for another one. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.